obviously.
Oh,
And then
thank you. Oh my gosh, that's
Julie
even
James has an iconic scream. I was so happy to get to hear it again. And I know what you did last summer. It's always been about trauma and how it manifests differently for everyone. But this time we get to see how fresh trauma affects a group, but also we get this new element of seeing how this decades old trauma can take root and what that does. But I think a really interesting thing is your character, Julie. She kind of takes this increasingly active role as the series progresses, and I feel like by now she's kind of just like really sick of this shit, which is a
yeah.
really cool character arc. So how collaborative was the process of like bringing Julie James to life in 2025, and how important were some of these elements to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely my focus. I think it took a little bit to get there. Mainly because of just like scheduling and getting Jen and I together. But once she and I got on the phone, it was pretty immediate. We agreed that she did need to be sick of this shit. And that she did need to be a person that felt like she had lived with 27 years of trauma. We did
Mhm.
not want to see a healed person. I did not think that was interesting. I didn't think that that would be real, and it wouldn't sort of do justice to the person who was on that road that night 27 years ago. I mean, I think what people loved about Julie James in particular is that she was just a real girl, and
Mhm.
anybody could feel like they were about to live the best sum of their lives with their friends, and then it turned on a dime, and that's just truly how life happens sometimes. So I was really excited to keep the trauma going, to see that, but also for that trauma to be what leads her back in strength this time to
Mhm.
help this new group of people. And so it was fun. I think the thing for me that I'm most proud of, besides the franchise and the movie and obviously the new cast, is that this version of Julie James is exactly as I wanted her to be.
Amazing. I love it. It was really fun to watch as like a longtime fan. Like, I mean, I went to see the original in theater, so it was really cool
Oh,
to see this
yay.
progression.
Yay.
When you're witnessing the camaraderie of like the new cast and how they work together, was that similar to your experience shooting the original, or did you notice differences? And did it kind of take you back a bit as well?
Oh yeah, I did feel like that. I mean, I think, the stories in these movies in particular really start with friendships. They really start with a very close group of people, and then it gets derailed very quickly, and then you see how those people kind of become very singular and deal with those things. Um so it was, yeah, very reminiscent to see them just sort of have that camaraderie and sort of be there. But also, I think just the sort of group feeling of being in a horror movie and
Mhm.
knowing that it's going to come out, and their experience for this one is going to be so different than ours. When ours came out, it was Scream, and which was amazing, but like we hadn't done that yet. And so this is interesting because they're kind of they're having that, like, we haven't done this yet experience, but they're
Mhm.
doing it within a franchise that like everybody knows. So
Right.
that's got to feel so incredibly unique and interesting for them. But it was great. It was really fun, and I do love how nostalgic the movie feels and sort of pays homage to all of that. And I was really touched by how much the new cast and the director Jen really honored our movie, and felt supportive of us coming back, and all of that. It was just lovely.
The power of gens. We get double gens.
Yes, double gens. Nothing
Ye
bad happens when there's double gens.
yeah. That's what my mom always says, you know?
Right? There you go.
I know we're running out of time. I just want to close by saying I was a huge fan of Kids Incorporated, obviously.
Oh,
And then
thank you. Oh my gosh, that's even scarier because that was 119 years ago. Fantastic.
well, now everyone knows that I'm 200 years old. So
Yes, yes.
thanks.
Welcome. Welcome. You look great.
Welcome to the club. But then also, of course, Party of Five. Obviously, I'm a huge horror fan, which is how I ended up here. So I feel like your career is really special because it really feels like you have grown along with your audience. And I feel like
Mm.
that's a really unique kind of thing. We don't get to see that a lot.
Yeah, no, I do feel that too, and it's really nice. It's nice um to see people now, like on social media and stuff like that, that I know of, that I know have been there the whole time, and they depend on me to keep going, and I depend on them to keep going, and it's a really beautiful connection that I feel deep gratitude for.